On a hill
near a wood,
where nobody goes,
up a track,
through a gate,
The food forest grows.
with secrets and treasures for everyone's pleasure, and Rob's discovery.
Freezing this morning.
There was quite a storm last night. The wind was buffeting the side of the caravan so violently it felt like a ship in a storm. And the rain was drumming down thunderously on the roof. The caravan has sprung another couple of leaks. So when I awoke, everything was damp. It's the kind of storm that really makes you question caravan life. But fortunately, there are some comforts. Earlier this year, I swapped my gas stove for a wood-burning stove. And now that the winds of change have come, they've blown all the dead bits of sticks off the trees. And it's a perfect time to go out and collect them to fuel the stove. The winds of change have also driven away that rain and brought with it some wonderful, gentle snow. Despite that near gale force wind, my various structures have stayed up. The greenhouse, and the solar panels, and my new lean-to, and the beehives, they all look fine. Hello, pumpkins. That saying about firewood warming you 3 times, once collecting it, once chopping it, or in this case snapping it, and then again burning it, I'd agree with that. It's certainly true with fallen dead wood like this, which is perfect for having a quick burn up on my little stove or for kindling. But when it comes to more serious wood preparation, like chopping logs and preparing them for winter, I'd say it's more like 8 or 9 times that it warms you. You've got to chop it down, chop it up, then bring it home. Then there's stacking it and storing it. Then a year or more later, sawing it and splitting it. Bringing it in, burning it. That's the nice bit. And then emptying the ash, which is perfect as material to empty into a composting toilet. The alkalinity of the wood ash is a perfect complement for the acidity of what's in the composting toilet. And that's how I use my wood ash, mostly. Such a wholesome, outdoorsy sort of thing to do, splitting wood. I should have done this about 2 months ago really, but like with homework at school, I leave it to the very last minute, just when I need to burn it. The wood, not the homework. But I try and do a little bit each day rather than all at once, like build it into my daily routine to warm me up at the beginning of the day usually. And then I know that I've got enough wood for a couple of days to keep me dry and warm. It's wonderful. All this wood I'm cutting here came from an ash tree that fell down in a field next to mine a couple of years ago. But I do get my hands on other kinds of wood sometimes. There's that old Firewood poem, isn't there? There are a couple of versions, but the one I like best is: beechwood fires are bright and clear, if the logs are kept a year. Chestnuts only good, they say, if for logs 'tis laid away. Make a fire of elder tree, death within your house will be. But ash new or ash old is fit for a queen with crown of gold. Birch and fir logs burn too fast, blaze up bright and do not last. 'Tis by the Irish said, hawthorn bakes the sweetest bread. Elmwood burns like churchyard mould, even the very flames are cold. But ash green or ash brown is fit for a queen with golden crown. Poplar gives a bitter smoke, fills your eyes and makes you choke. Applewood will scent your room. Pearwood smells like flowers in bloom. Oaken logs, if dry and old, keep away the winter's cold. But ash wet or ash dry, a king shall warm his slippers by. It's so very pleasing dealing with wood, especially when it's found locally and I can follow its whole life cycle from when the tree was growing right to burning it and then putting the ash back on the land. That poem seemed quite biased towards ash, didn't it? I suppose that's what there mostly is round here. Anyway, let's get this barrow down to my wood store before it gets dark. Pleasing amount of wood. A couple of nice pieces of ash and a couple of nice pieces of thorn. Must be some nice thorn wood here somewhere. I normally have a few hardwood logs put by, like holly, oak or blackthorn. I call them my overnighters because they burn for a really long time, giving out a good heat. There's nothing quite like a warm drink made with water, boiled from wood heat. It's going to be a cosy, long, dark evening. Cheers. It's really hot. I should have waited.